Hey, how's it going everyone? So welcome back to another episode of Unity of Command. So last time did pretty good, got around 2,000 views. It's very nice, thank you guys so much. Never thought that this episode would reach that far. And now I'm gonna do another one, which is the actually at first let me just say something. There are four of them. There are Black Turn, Operation Barbarossa, Stalingrad Campaign, Axis version, Stalingrad Campaign, Soviet version, Red Turn, which is the road to Berlin. So now we are at the Black Turn, just at the Black Turn. Okay, so now Typhoon, I've done it already. Very nice. It was a good game. Took me quite for an hour. Tartar we did last time. Gill Encirclement also did that one too. So now we're gonna go into Dash to Donets. So Dash to Donets is a bit easy, but I took my time quite a lot because I was focusing on the northern front. So let's just replay from the start. Okay, so yes, first of all let me just demonstrate. So we got four objectives. We got Kharkov, we got Stalino, we got Mariupol, and also Mies bridgehead. And we have the supply line, which is four supply line. The enemy have 1, 2, 3, 4, the same as us. And you can see the supply line, which is the dot right here. So it's easy. So remember that right now we are at this rear, so which means that if we move our troops right there, we're gonna cut their supply line, which is pretty reasonable, right? You know, when you try to cut your enemy supply line like that. And I try to use my elite infantry, also my engineer infantry, and also my motorized, so that it would work really nice. Let me just get some music and also some sound effects. Okay, so my goal right here is I'm trying to take out the enemies by cutting off their supply. So you can see the enemy supply is from here, so if you have cut right here, they will no longer have supply. So that's the objective of this game. So pretty reasonable to understand. This game is not that hard. It's really easy and also fun. Okay, I move my troops again, and then I join my Panzer and took it out, and then I move and use my motorized. Yeah, so right now I have cut their supply, and they start to lose morale and supply all at the same time. But there are still more at the north because I have to capture at Kharkov. So I move my troops again and try to make sure that their supply will be cut and our supply will be reserved easily. So now I'm going to skip to our turn. Okay, so now it's our turn. So it looks like the Russian, they try to make sure that we cannot reach it easily. And also at this run you can see they have some tanks and also 3 or 4 infantry and also 2 cavalry at the front. And at this run they don't really care much because that front is not really important. So now I'm focusing on my north and trying to make sure that we are on the route of the supply. You can see the route of supply right here. So this is on PC. If you guys want it, link will be in the description. It's cost $7 or something like that. It's pretty cheap actually. This game is in 2011, but it's really good. I love it. So now I'm trying to cut thing in here. Okay, and another one. Very good. Okay, so now we have destroyed one of it already. Okay, sorry for about that. I just let me just turn on the sound. I think I don't hear any sound. Oh damn. Yes, sorry about that. So like I said, so right now just try to make sure that our troops have got through the lines of the enemy. Yes, and then try to take, just to make sure that we have the capability of cutting them off. Just step by step. Don't want to move really fast. So now we cut another supply line, so which means that they are really in a bad situation right now, because we have 3 Panzer, 2 motorized infantry ready just to ram over the enemy. So yes, that's pretty easy. So we just move our motorized again to make sure that they don't cut our supply, and we move in. So that's it. So now another one. Okay, and you can see the enemies. Just skip that one, just 2 hour turns. So now it's like they are really desperate, so which means that we have the higher chance of taking them out. So this one is pretty good because at the Kharkov they will be more defensive, and at this one is really less defensive. And you can see all these marks which represent that they are in a bad situation because there are lack of supply. Out of supply 1 turn already, but our troops are still ramping on the enemy. So now we strike them, and then we cut another supply line again, and another one, and we strike the enemy. Very nice. And then we use this one, and we strike again. So which means that our troop that has a engineer inside it, which means that they are really strong. They have the attack of 12 and defense at 8, so that's going to be lit. It's going to be good. And again we strike, take them one by one as our motto. And yes, again, that's one. Pretty easy, right? And then we take this one too, and then we take another one. We just to make sure that we clear everything's out. We don't leave any blanks outside of it. And then we move another one to cut their supply line. And then I start moving my cavalry and my troops at the south, because right now we have the upper hand. Good. Okay. And we take another one. And yes, we move our panzer. That's good, right? And then another one, and strike out the cavalry because I don't want any contact with the cavalry. Very nice. And this one too. That's good. This one is with the SKDF specialist step. Yes, recon. Yeah, the recon. So another one. Okay, so now they start retreating and we start attacking one by one. So make sure that we don't want to lose any casualty. So the best thing is to do is to cut their supply line and don't really care much about what they're gonna do. So now it's us, because we have the capability, we have the strength, and we have our supply line intact. So which means that we have a lot of chance. So this one is I took this one at the last, which is not really at the point of getting a good score. You can see the counter damage from the artillery right there, so that's pretty bad, but it's okay. We're gonna strike it again. Nice. And another one here. Okay, so again I move just to make sure that we have the strength of moving in the movement. Okay, again moving again and again. And another panzer here. And yes, another one. Very good. Actually, we were supposed to send one panzer to the north, but I'm not fancy of doing it. Just move 3 of my panzer here. Okay, so we have destroyed that one. We're gonna move again. Okay, even this one got a counter damage, but that's okay. So we're gonna destroy this guy so that we can get a good space. Yes, very nice. Now we start to move so that we can cut the supply line from here. I know, because most people, yeah, we already cut at this one, but it's better to cut right here or here because this one is gonna lose at Izium. Yeah. So now back to our turn. Yes. So we almost surrounded, but we still have something to work on at this one. Okay. So capture that one, and I move my troops again to take out this troops right here, the infantry. So with infantry, and I move my motorized again so that we can cut out the supply line. But remember, this 45mm M42 artillery is really strong, so to take it out might take quite a while. Yeah. So that's why you can see I start moving my troops all over the place. Another one here. Okay. Yes, and cut out this one too, the cavalry, and this one. So I just want to make sure that our army is intact with the supply line. Okay. So now at the south, I know the south is quite late because you have to take it around like 4 turns, but just late, so it doesn't matter. Let's take out this one. Very nice. And again, so moving my troops to the objectives right here. and we're gonna move another one, and yes, that's it. And again, skip the Russian turns and have a look at our turns. So everything looks great. They just encircle one of us, but that doesn't matter. And you can see they also encircle right here, so I will strike at south first. So they will move. Yeah, so now we have captured that objective. It's very nice. And at this one, it's gonna make another turn as well. And this one here is right here. Okay, the Panzer is really good, you know. Very nice. And protecting that one. And okay, so now we move every single one of them. This one too, and this one too, and yes, cut that right there. And now focusing on Kharkov. So we're gonna beat that one easily. Yeah, another one here. Okay, so now we have captured Kharkov. Now only the last one here, we're gonna deal it in the next turn. We just need to be more defensive, like defending the objectives. You don't want to lose it, because if you lose it, it's gonna be another problem. It's gonna be really hard. So everything's done. That just take into account of our own now. So the northern is secure, the south is secure, only the central right here. So we're gonna strike here. Yep, and yes, we have taken it. So that's pretty easy for this battle. It's not a battle, it's dash to Donets of Unity of Command 1941 Operation Barbarossa. So it's pretty easy, not really that hard. Just go to the campaign map. If you guys have a look at the right here, which is at the Operation Typhoon, which I'm gonna do within the next few days, because it's gonna take quite a lot of time. It's really hard. So, but I managed to take Moscow, which is a really good thing. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Dash to Donet in the Unity of Command. And right now I'm focusing on Leg to Ladoga. Okay, so leave a like if you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next time and have a nice day.